Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. I was the IRS for 10 years, so you're going to get some really cool information. You're going to go ahead and learn about the IRS and learn what practice defense is like at the same time. I've been on many major news stations. I've been on Fox twice, ABC, NBC, News Nation, Newsmax. Go to my website and learn about me. I don't really tell you any more than that. 777irs.com. I have worked thousands of cases, and today what I want to tell you about, I think, is probably one of the most dangerous letters, the CP504, the Notice of Intent to Levy. It is unbelievable letter. It's the most scariest letter I think that IRS can send out beside criminal work. And if you owe IRS tax debt and you get the CP504, I'm telling you right now that this notice has got to shake you, because right now IRS is basically telling you if you don't react within this 30-day period, IRS can do several things. Let me go over what they'll do. They will go ahead and send you a bank levy, wipe out your bank. IRS can and will send out a notice of wage garnishment to take your wages every single time. The next thing they can do is they can file a federal tax lien, and that's going to kind of really hurt a lot of things. And the last thing they can do is if you owe over like $62,000, they're going to go ahead and deny or have a revocation letter for your passport. So the CP504 letter is really dangerous. You can't ignore this letter. Many times it comes out certified. About half the calls I get are for unfiled returns. About a third of the other calls come because of the CP504. You can't just let this letter sit there. You either got to take action or you have to have a professional take action on it. So what happens and how do you resolve this? Well, IRS has been trying to nudge you to call them, and their letters have been stepped up over and over and over and saying, hey, call me, and you haven't. So really what happens next? Well, they generate this letter. No person has your case in the inventory right now. Your case is sitting in the K2 computer system that just sends out notice after notice. So this last notice before IRS sends you the LT 11 or 1058, and then all the levies, all the enforcement goes out. It's saying, hey, just call us. Help us take this case. What do they want to do? They want a financial statement. They want to know how you're going to resolve the case. It's that simple. That's all they want to do is resolve the case. But here's the danger in giving them a financial statement. When you give them that financial statement on the phone, many times, sometimes a revenue officer, this case could work down to them for several reasons. When you give them that financial statement, they're going to drill down on two things: your assets. Can you liquidate some to pay them? They may suggest that or do that for you. Or they're going to look at your income and wages and say, hey, we want a payment agreement. And you say, well, I really can't. I can't do that. There's no money there to pay you. That's typically what we get, and typically the case. What really happens then is IRS says, well, give us this financial statement. You know what's going to happen? IRS substitute your expenses in the categories of food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payments, car expenses. They substitute theirs in, and thus they're going to flush yours out, put theirs in, and you're going to wind up with a large payment agreement to IRS. That's why it's dangerous for you to call IRS, because you don't know what's going to be. You're going to call on this end, the person's going to say, that's not how this is going down. Anyway, that's what I want to tell you. If you need representation, you can call me. Make sure all your tax returns file. That's really big. Thank you so much for listening. I give you the best of the insider tips. I like to do that because I was the IRS. Give me a subscription. I really appreciate that. If you give me a comment, I actually make my YouTubes from the comments and questions you have. I answer my own phone. There's no secretary. If you have a question, you can just email me or text me. Thank you for listening. Once again, always appreciate your subscriptions. Thank you.